Hey guys, so today I'm gonna do like a little chit chat, get ready with me kind of thing. I've already done my brows. For some reason this brow is just not working with me, but I'm not really going nowhere special, so it's not too much of a big deal. So I just had to bring you in a little bit. So as you've already seen in the title, it's a little bit of a rant. I'm going to be using my Monarch palette by Kat Von D. Yesterday was the BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel launch for the Deluxe palette, and it was just so irritating because, now let's just get this out there first of all. This isn't me trying to bash Carli Bybel or BH Cosmetics, but BH, they need to get their stuff together. They really do. They really need to get their shiznai together. I mean, okay, I found it a lot more irritating than the first launch of the original palette, and it took me longer to order the original palette than it did for me to order the deluxe palette. But this time round was more irritating. Like, how does that make sense? I'm gonna tell you why. Basically, went onto Carli's YouTube, and on her yoga video, in the description it said when BH were going to launch the palette. Now don't forget, I'm over here in the UK, so your American times, and the thing is, you lot have like Pacific Standard Times and Eastern Times, and it's like those are like 3 hours apart within it themselves. So over here is a big difference as well. But it was supposed to launch like 8 or 9 p.m. here in the UK, something like that. Yes, it was something like that. It was supposed to launch like late evening, but when I went onto her Twitter, it was a few hours before what they had said that it was going to be. So if everything had gone smoothly in regards to ordering and stuff, which it didn't, which we're going to get to, if everything had gone smoothly, should everything have sold out, everybody who was waiting for that specific time, which was like the 8 or 9 o'clock, whatever it was, Pacific Standard in the States, if people were actually waiting for that time to log on, there's a possibility that all of those palettes would have been gone because they launched it a lot earlier than what they had first announced. Does that make sense? So that's just, I think that's really bad. I think that's out of order, first of all, because I wouldn't have, like, there's going to be people who are going to say, well, you know what, it doesn't launch until 9 a.m. I'm not going to get up, or I'm not going to check for the site until then. They ended up quite a few hours earlier looking to launch it. And then she said that she was, because I was making sure that I was checking it, but she said, oh, it's up in 55 minutes or 50 minutes or whatnot. And I'm looking at I'm checking the time conversions on Google, and it's like, it's nowhere near the time that you'd first said on the video. So anyway, but obviously she can only go by what BH are telling her to say, so it's not her fault. So again, this isn't me bashing her, bashing BH. I just think that it was just a poor performance. Anyway, so I'm checking the website. There's people saying, oh, I've ordered mine, but she hasn't even tweeted out the link, and I'm there trying to find on the website where it's being sold. I'm trying to find a page, and I can't seem to find a page, but people are actually posting pictures of the thank you page. And I'm thinking to myself, she hasn't tweeted out the link like she said she was going to, which obviously means that they haven't given it to her to tweet out. Yeah, so that means that they haven't given her the link like they said they were going to. But there's people who are checking out on the website, so I'm having to ask some of these people, please can you give me the link? One lovely girl on Twitter did actually give me the link. And then, so I'm obviously there, logging in, trying to check out. And I remember she was saying before, like a few days before, oh, we're not going to have the same problems that we did the first time, which was when nobody was able to check out. The site kept on crashing, and it was a whole fiasco. But the same thing was happening this time around. So that was irritating, because we've been told that, no, that's not going to happen this time. Lo and behold, it did. So at first, it's not allowing me to add it to the cart, and then it's not taking me to the shopping bag and things I was trying to add to so that I can do a giveaway, but it's not allowing me to add 2, although the limit per person is 2, so I can only add 1. I'm adding the 1, and then it's not taking me to the cart, and then when I finally do get through to the cart, it's not taking me through to add my shipping details, so I'm having to go back to the cart, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And that's the thing, it's like it lets you get so far and then it takes you all the way back around to the beginning. and then it lets you go so far and it takes you all the way back round to the beginning. So I probably entered my shipping and billing details about 10 to 12 times before it actually allowed me to enter my card details. That was just madness. But then on top of that, the amount of times that I got error messages saying, oh, sorry, there was an error there, and it takes you back round to the, and then it takes you back round to the cart again. And it's just like, all of this was supposed to have been, you know, sorted out. They had the same problem on the last launch. Was it last year or the year before? They had the same problems. So they've been through it enough to know what to expect. She had like over 4 million followers on Instagram alone. They saw what happened. So how can you not be prepared this time? So anyway, it finally lets me go to the checkout. I mean, it finally allows me to enter my card details. And then it just stays at processing and processing and processing, and then kicks me back to the shopping cart. And I'm like, so has it taken my money? Has my order gone through? Because everybody else is showing their thank you page with their order number. So I didn't get that. So I'm thinking, has it gone through? So I go to my online banking and it shows that the money is gone, or the money's pending to leave my bank account. I'm thinking to myself, there's no email to say that the order has gone through, but they've taken my money. That's really, really irritating, because it's kind of like, am I going to get that money back? Am I going to have to go through all of these ridiculous avenues and channels just to get my money? Or am I going to get a pallet, or what? So I started tweeting saying, okay, my money's been taken. I haven't gotten no order confirmation, nothing like that at all. Has anybody else kind of gone through this? I'm keeping it as light as possible. So anyway, within the next hour, I finally get an order confirmation email from BH Cosmetics saying, oh, my order was successful. Here's your order number. Don't forget, this is a pre-order. It's gonna ship around the 20th of April. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm happy. I'll go back to Carli. I don't know what made me do it, but I went back to Carli Bybel's Twitter, and there's a notice on there that she's tweeted basically saying that all orders that were placed are going to be refunded. What? Apparently none of the orders went through, It's just a joke. And then I read some of the comments, and people are saying, I got double charged. Some people were saying that they got double charged. Some people were saying, oh, I got charged and no order confirmation came through. Same situation that I had. Some people were like, oh, me personally, I just felt like, oh, this is just a joke. Like, how is it that you've collected, and apparently 400 orders went through, or 400 payments, I should say, went through, but apparently the orders on their side wasn't successful. That confuses me, because how can I get an order confirmation with all of the order details if it wasn't a successful order? Please explain that to me. Yes, so many people got double charged without any confirmation, and and it just comes across like ridiculous, because they've already been through all of this with her first launch. Was it last year, the year before? They've been through this, so they know what volume of they know the followers that she has. They know what the outcome's going to be. So to me, it's just kind of like, you should have your servers upgraded, ready to go, because you know that there's going to be a big turnout globally for her stuff. We know that. I think like BH Cosmetics, it's not a small company, but it's not MAC. And I think that if a company like that is going to do a collaboration with somebody the size of Carli Bybel, then they need to make sure that they can handle the amount of custom that they're going to get on their site. I mean, the confusion started when she said, okay, they're pulling it off of the website. Everyone's going to get a refund. Everyone who paid or placed an order is going to get a refund. And what I'm going to do is launch the pre-order, because let's not forget, it's a pre-order. It's not going to be sent out for another 2-3 weeks, something to that effect. It's not going to be launched for another 2 or 3 weeks, so it's only a pre-order. We're not getting our stuff right now. So she's like, oh, everyone's gonna get refunded, and I'm gonna launch it on my website, and there's gonna be no problems, and it can handle it, I promise you, It's gonna be launched tomorrow, is what she tweeted. So now I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm done with this. But obviously there's still the matter of my money. But at the same time, when I'm going through everybody's comments, they're saying, well, I've spoken to BH Cosmetics and they've said that if you have received a confirmation email, you'll get your palette. Now I received a confirmation email, so will I be getting my palette? She's saying, well, they've told me that everyone's going to be refunded. So I've sent them an email saying, look, I received a confirmation email and I've sent them a screenshot of the confirmation email. Here it is. Will I be getting my palette or no? You know what I'm saying? Because there's just so much confusion. I think with the last launch, the situation was that the website kept on crashing. People were able to make their orders. So now the situation is that people are now saying, sorry, I went to go and put my eyeliner on off camera. So now what people are saying is, okay, you're going to be refunded and you're going to launch it on your website. Okay, but how long is it going to take for us to get the refunds so that we can go and get it on your website? There were some people saying, okay, well, I've gotten my refund. That's cool. Now, I haven't received a refund. I don't even know whether or not my order will be fulfilled or what. I don't know what's going to happen with mine. But I saw a lot of people saying, well, I only had enough money to buy the palette. I only had enough money in my account to buy the palette. And until I get that money back, I can't go and buy it on your website. So if it sells out, what am I going to do, kind of thing? And for those kind of people there, I do feel bad for, because everyone's been waiting and waiting and refreshing only for everyone to be told, actually, no, you can't have what you've just ordered. That's just wrong. But on top of that, she had said originally, I'm not going to launch it until tomorrow on my website. A few hours later, pre-orders up on her website. And it's just kind of like, and everyone's saying, oh yeah, I've got mine. And it just seems so unorganized. And the amount of confusion that people are now left with, or the doubt. I don't know whether or not I'm going to get my palette. I don't know if I'm going to get a refund. As I've said, these are first world problems. It's not really that much of a big deal, because I'm going to get one or the other. I'm either going to get my money back or I'm going to get my palette. But the thing that has annoyed me is the fact that because I'm here in the UK, I'm having to pay currency conversion bank charges. Now, for my bank, you have to pay 12% of the original, 12% of the original order for the currency conversion. And then on top of that, you have to pay like an admin fee for the bank to actually do the conversion. And it's like, that's a bank charge just for making the transaction. That's not a charge by BH Cosmetics. So they won't be able to refund me that through their refund system. So I let them know I am now being charged bank charges just to convert the currency for this transaction. So if my order doesn't go through, are you going to refund me that? Because like, I can tell you the figure and you can refund it to me, because at the end of the day, I've ordered something from you and I don't see why I don't get it. I don't see why I shouldn't get what I've ordered. It just makes absolutely no sense. I'm not going to put on any lashes today. So I'm still awaiting an email from them. But overall, I just feel like if you're a company and your website cannot handle a high volume of customers on your website, maybe you need to not deal with really high, don't be dealing with YouTubers and influencers who have such a large following, because it makes me feel like, is it even worth it? Is it really even worth it doing all of this? It's just pointless. Sitting on the computer for hours and hours, and when you finally get your order through and then you wait ages and ages for order confirmation to come through, to then be told, actually, you're going to get refunded. And then actually, you might not get refunded. You might just get the palette. It's like, which one is it? Which one is it? BH, seriously, you guys need to figure out whether or not you can handle the kind of custom working with big YouTubers brings. Like, can your can your website really handle it? I don't think it can. I don't think you guys can. So maybe you need to ease up with dealing with people like Carli Bybel. I love Carli Bybel. I love BH Cosmetics. A lot of the stuff that I use in my videos are from BH Cosmetics. I've mentioned Carli Bybel's palette quite a few times on my channel. So I even wanted to buy a second palette so I can do a giveaway, but it wouldn't allow me to add 2, it would only allow me to add 1, and it's just kind of like, but the limit is 2 per person, so there's another glitch there. It's really irritating. Seriously, think about whether or not you can even handle this type of custom on your website before you go there. I mean, I understand that once, you know, you weren't ready, the first time around you weren't ready, you weren't anticipating such a turnout, but this time around you know better. How is this still happening? Anyway, I wasn't even planning on making this video. It's just like really gotten to me, so I've had to make this video. But anyway, I'm gonna go get on with my day. Got a few things to do and whatnot. I will update you and let you know what BH Cosmetics say either in the description below or in my next video, and I hope you guys have a great day. If you guys were one of the people who got messed over by BH and this whole fiasco, comment down below. Let me know what you decided to do, because I didn't even bother to order off of her website. I just thought to myself, no, it's bad, it's just so bad. Anyway, and I will see you in my next one. See you later. Bye.